Okay, so this should be streaming. I'm not sure whether or not it has started. Hope it has. We'll find out in a second here. Still getting the... Oh, there we go. This should be streaming. We're live, boys. Whether or not it has started. Alright, so hello everybody. I started a little bit early. All I'm trying to do here today, this is a test. I'm getting echo. Hold on. I suck. Poon Goon sucks, you guys. Hold on. I started a little bit early. Alright. That'll be better. Okay. All I'm doing here today, this is a test. The test is to see how long it's going to take me to get from the starting area in Durotar to Mulgore, which is across Durotar, through the Barrens, and out the other side of the Barrens into Mulgore. When the Elysium server starts up, it's going to be packed. There's going to be thousands of people all in the starting areas, and you're not going to be able to, especially right here in the Valley of Trials, you're not going to be able to kill mobs, you're not going to be able to complete quests. It's going to be a bad time for you, put it that way. So I'm trying to devise my own method of getting out of the Valley of Trials as quickly as possible. I am going to explore all of these undiscovered areas for EXP. And I even have a notebook and pen where I have drawn pictures of the zones. And I'm going to physically, with my notebook and pen, mark off where I have to move my character to get exploration XP. And I will try to plot a path as efficiently as possible so that I can leave the Valley of Trials. We're going to explore all of these areas here in Durotar. I believe there's a quest right here. No, that's a Peon's Burden that you can pick up and run to Razor Hill. So on our path, we are going to do that. We are going to complete a Peon's Burden. You do not look like how you sound, LOL. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Inferno? We are going to complete our quest, a Peon's Burden. That's going to give us some XP. I believe in Razor Hill there might be another quest, Meets to Ogremar. And if that's the case, I'm going to check it. If that's the case, we'll be doing that as well, because we want to accomplish as many quests as possible that don't require killing mobs. It's good or bad, I don't know. Alright. We want to complete as many quests as possible that don't involve killing mobs, because when the server comes up, there's going to be thousands of people in the starting zones. We only are going to do quests that involve deliveries or movement. I'm going to explore as much of Durotar as possible in the least amount of time possible. Then we're going to come into the Barrens. Also, I should back up, I should rewind a second and say, if we do end up doing a delivery quest to Ogremar, I will be picking up the flight path there for future reference. Then, when we enter the Barrens here, again, exploring as many areas as possible, trying not to die, because I'm going to be like level 3, and there's going to be level 10, 12, 15 mobs. Try not to die. We're going to get this Crossroads flight path. We're going to come down. We're going to get the Camp Tarajo flight path. Again, if there's delivery quests I can do, we're going to do them. Then we go into Mulgore. I'm hoping I can be like level 4 or 5 by the time I get here into Mulgore, because I want to avoid the Mulgore starting area. I don't want to go in there at all. It's going to be slammed. I want to maybe start questing at, I believe, this village here. It's hard to see. That's probably where I want to start my questing in Mulgore. So, there's an issue that I have to address first and foremost. That is the fact that I am a warlock. And it's not good to be a warlock doing the strategy that I want to do, because I have to complete a class quest here in the Valley of Trials before I can do anything else in order to unlock my imp. I think once I complete that imp class quest, I won't have to do another class quest until level 10, which is my Void Walker. I'm not worried about that, but I will have to get the Imp. So, see, there's a quest here, cutting teeth, kill 10 mottled boars. We'll pick it up, but I don't really plan on doing this on live, unless I have to. That's the problem. I need to absolutely see what quests I must accomplish in order to unlock my Warlock class quest. So a place in the world. Shit, okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to kill 10 mottled boars. I don't see... Let's talk to this guy here, Ruzan. Maybe he's the guy that gives my Imp quest.
Blood and thunder.
Vile Familiars, okay.
Farewell.
Now, Warlock, okay. So this quest right here, Vile Familiars, collect 6 Vile Familiar heads and bring them to Ruzan, and you will learn Summon Imp. I feel bad for your neck. You keep checking chat and play at the same time. That's true, but that's okay. So right off the bat, I'm going to skip these mottled boars. If I can get into the server very, very quickly, everyone's going to be killing these mottled boars. They're going to be hotly contested. We're talking literally hundreds of people trying to kill these mottled boars for the quest Culling Teeth. I'm going to skip it. All I need to do is complete Vile Familiars. I don't want to be in Durotar. I want to be in Mulgore, but unfortunately, this is going to slow me down. I must unlock Summon Imp, or else it's going to be such a pain in the end. So we are going to go over here, and we are going to kill, I think it's 6 Vile Familiars. 6 Vile Familiar heads must be returned. Have to do it. There's no way around it. To all you guys watching, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, see how contested these are right now, and this isn't even a fresh launch. But it's going to be a race to get into the server as quickly as possible to be able to contest some of these mobs. So we've got to kill 6 Vile Familiars, and they are level 4, and I'm also only level 1, so this could be pretty ugly too. Yeah, see me looking around, it's almost impossible even to find one to tag. And I don't have my UI set up here. I've never played World of Warcraft in my life. It's a great game, it's a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend you to give it a shot, especially on the Fresh Start server. Yeah, see, we're just unable to tag even one. Oh, I got one here. And it's looking like it's going to be a struggle to kill each one. They're going down all right, though. It looks okay. Well, it's a 12-year-old game. The game that I'm playing right now is 12 years old, so it's not going to look too great, but we don't play it for the graphics. We play it for the gameplay. So this is going to be the worst part of this whole run for me as a Warlock. Now, if you were starting out as anything other than a Warlock, you might not have class quests until level 10. And if that's the case, you wouldn't have to do this Vile Familiars at all. And it's going to save you a lot of time, put it that way. So we have 2 out of 6. You can see just how hard it is for me to attack any mob. I wasn't talking about the graphics, I was talking about the idea of the game. Yeah, it's a fun game. If you've never played this before at all, you should really look into it. I wouldn't even know where to start to explain the entirety of the game to you. It's such a massive game. So we're getting killed right now by a Vile Familiar because I've aggroed a Fellstalker as well. Like hopefully I don't die. That would be terrible. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, this is going to be the hardest part. I did die. Awful. Have you played any MMOs before, Inferno? I want to get out of here as quickly as I can. Like I said, I cannot reiterate enough. It looks like there's a lot of people here now, but you guys have no idea unless you participated in one of these kind of launches before, just how many people are going to be in this area. It's going to be flooded with players, like every square inch full of players trying to kill the same one monster, two monsters. Alright, so we're just looking for Vile Familiars here. I've played RuneScape for like 2 months. I've played RuneScape for about 2 minutes. I never really got into it. The Elder Scrolls I played for 1 week. Elder Scrolls, Macho and I played Elder Scrolls for a couple weeks. Maybe even a month, I'd say. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed it a bit, but when you start to get to the max level, it gets really tedious. Alright, found us a Vile Familiar. That'll be number 3, so we need 3 more. And for my personal reasons, can I even kill this thing? Yeah, my mana will regen. For my personal reasons, it's also important to note how much XP I'm getting from killing these things. 55 per. I'm sure I'll be at least level 2 when I complete this quest. The goal is to be at least level 4 or 5 by the time I end up in Mulgore. There's another Vile Familiar here, deep in the cave. And I got a Fellstalker on me. It's really going to slow me down. I don't know if Final Fantasy counts because it's a series. Some are MMOs. Yes, I've played Final Fantasy 11 for quite a long time, actually. That's another game I watched when I played. So, just looking for 3 Vile Familiars. Cannot reiterate enough. Here's one right here. Just how awful this part of the leveling process is going to be. It's going to be even worse than what you're seeing right now because the place is going to be just completely packed. Thousands of players trying to kill maybe 24 mobs. But it must be done because I want to be an Orc Warlock. And I'm going to get my imp before I leave this area. Alright, that's 4. Drink our water here. Wait a second, Trove, LOL, I forgot about that. I guess Trove is an MMO. In a way. I kind of consider games MMOs if you group up with like 20 people at the same time or more. But I guess Trove is an MMO. Use our Blood Flurry too. See, somebody just helped me kill that one. That won't happen on the retail, most likely. Alright, so we just need 1 more Vile Familiar. There's one right there. And of course a hunter grabs it. But that's exactly what's gonna happen. Nothing I can do about that. It can't be accounted for. I'm trying to make this as much of a science as possible, but this part just cannot be predicted at all. What kind of conditions there's going to be when I get into this cave, I have no idea. Probably pretty bad, though. Like, probably really bad. So this will be our last Vile Familiar. I'm gonna get the head here. And did I get a Vile Familiar head? I'm still at 5 out of 6. Great. Maybe it's not a guaranteed drop. I kind of was under the assumption that it was. And I have a fell hunter on me again. Be nice if I didn't. And it is looking bad for me. I'm probably about to die to all these things aggroed on me. Yep. Level 1, trying to fight level 4s and 3s. Now, I could just kill these boars that are all around here, level 1 boars, right? But I just have to reiterate again, there's gonna be so many people trying to kill these boars, and then I think they try to gather cactus apples. There's like 3 quests. Oh, then they try to wake up lazy peons. That's gonna be impossible to do. You're not gonna be able to wake up the lazy peons. But there's all these quests that they try to do before reaching this cave, this vile familiar cave. So if I can log into the game right as the game starts, I might have a chance at getting 6 of these things. I'm getting gold spam from Asian gold selling service. That's promising. What do you think was game of the year? I don't know. I don't really play games the same way that game of the year type people do. Like, I didn't play Call of Duty. I didn't really care for Battlefield 1. I didn't care for it. Of course, I've got people tagging mobs and then leaving me out to dry, so I have to kill them for them. If I can just get one of these guys. I've got one here, but I have no mana, so I have to melee it for a while. So you only play MMOs? Well, no, that's not true. I haven't made a lot of videos yet because I'm just starting out, but you can see I played Friday the 13th. I played Astroneer. I have Subnautica on Steam. I play a lot of games that aren't MMOs. But I guess I'm not into like the big shooters and stuff anymore. Alright, 6 out of 6 Val familiar heads, almost died again. We are going back to the start to turn it in. If you guys are watching, thanks for stopping by, even if you're not in the chat. I am just mapping out something for my personal benefit. I might make it into a video. I'm recording just in case I decide to make it into a video. It depends how this all turns out. Have you played Slender the Arrival? I just got that game. No, I have not played Slender the Arrival. Isn't there a few Slender Man games? So we're going to turn this in. We are going to get Summon Imp. And as soon as we get Summon Imp, we are out of here. We're leaving the Valley of Trials, never come back. We are hopefully leaving Durotar, never to come back. We're going to Mulgore. So, complete quest. Speak with Zuria Fargraze. You don't meet the requirements for that quest. Okay, so I won't be... I'm just shy of level 2. However, I just got my Summon Imp spell. We'll put it on the bar. Keep our demon armor up. Slender the Arrival is the original one. There was something called Slender the 8 Pages, but that was a test for Slender overall. Yeah, see, I don't really know about it, Inferno. I think I might have seen gameplay of it. A lot of streamers do gameplay of that. Alright, so we are going to set our pet to passive. Tell him to follow. Set Firebolt to autocast just in case I ask him to do something. Attack is control 1. Well, that's convenient. Okay. So we are headed out of the Valley of Trials. We are looking for any kind of delivery quest, any kind of courier type quest. We are assuming that this whole area is just plagued with players. We're only doing drop-off quests right now. And keep note, I'm just about to hit level 2 here. I have 391 XP. So I want to explore as many map locations as possible without traveling far off course. So we're just kind of testing right now. I know that I think this is Northwatch something or some kind of harpy area over here. We'll just see how far do I need to run to discover this location. I already have a Scorpid aggroing me, but we can send the Imp after him. Imp is going to be useful for getting thread off of me. Brandy Lee says, slamming the face on the keyboard. Hello, Brandy Lee. I hope you're alright, and I hope you are not dying in real life. Thunderfart says, happy to see some vanilla footage. I loved vanilla and played in the best guild on my server. Sold my tier 3 mage for $1,100 before. Wow, that's a lot. Well, I am happy to be playing vanilla again. I will be playing the Elysium Fresh Start server, discovered Senjin Village, and we leveled up to level 2. I'll be playing the Elysium Fresh Start server full time once it comes out on January 7th. Alright, so we've gotten to level 2. So this discovery only gave us 55 XP. But I am going to write down in my notebook here. Draw an X, I guess. Trying to plot a course for future reference. So a discovery is giving us 55 XP right now. I can resummon the Imp just in case I get aggro. The Imp will take threat off of me. Which is going to be useful for the Barons because I'm going to be aggroing everything. So this quest I am eligible for, and I'm pretty sure this is a delivery quest.
Trollhole.
A Peon's Burden, something go to Razor Hill. Yep, we'll do that. Write in your notebook, write not just write on your computer notepad, you nerd. Well, because I maybe need to reset my OBS recording software, but if I were to tab out of the game right now, it fucks up the stream. So rather than fucking up the stream, I'll just write it in my notebook. If I decide to make a video out of this, I'll probably just get images of the different zones, and I'll draw like a line and paint on it or something. But thank you for stopping by, Lorican. I like your Heroic Strike avatar. Alright, this area, if I get close enough to this castle, that should explore a new location for us. These are boars, they're neutral. Yep, we discovered Tiergard Keep. There's 55 more XP. Cool. I will draw my little line to here. And we're still going up towards Razor Hill. It's Ambush. Oh, it looks similar to Heroic Strike. My bad. What is Elysium? Some kind of private server like Nostalrius, which will be shut down in a year, maybe? Yes. Yes. That's what it is. That's what it is. The hope is that it will not be shut down. It's going to be made by the same people who brought Nostalrius back a couple weeks ago. The same team is going to be running all 3 servers. So you've got Nostalrius PvE, Nostalrius PvP, and then the third one will be Elysium. Everybody starting off at level 1, January 7th. And that, I'm on the Nostalrius PvE right now doing this, but my goal is to be implementing it on the Elysium server when it comes out. So we'll get XP just for discovering Razor Hill here, probably 55 again. And I'm curious to see how much XP we get for a Peon's Burden. I may be too low level to do meets to Ogremar. 45 XP, so that's a little bit less. That's okay. Have to avoid any of this Christmas stuff because that won't be there on January 7th.
What do you need? For the Horde.
100 XP. Okay. It's still some XP. So we're about a quarter of the way to level 3 now. I could go up towards Ogremar, but I don't really see a point in it because I don't have that meets to Ogremar quest. So I might just go right into the Barrens. I think I'm just gonna go right into the Barrens. So just make a note here. Now in doing this, I might be losing a little bit of exploration XP because there's probably 2 or 3 areas up here to explore. So that's another 150 XP that I'm missing out on by doing this. But that's why it's a test. It's just a trial. I'm just trying it out. Maybe I screw up real bad. Maybe I don't. So let's see. I believe there are... Oh, discovered Razor Main Ground, 65 XP. And I barely even had to veer off course to discover that. However, as you can see, there's not going to be any more exploration discoveries to be made here until we get into the Barrens. There is a cool guide to run to Thunder Bluff from the Orc starting place, grabbing the flight paths in Gadget Sand and Crossroads. Thank you, Ryan C. Nice to see you in the chat there. Do you have a link to that? Because I have looked for guides similar to this, and I've only been able to find like ones for undead, or ones as if you're an orc and you want to go to the undead starting location, stuff like that. I found alliance ones as well, but I am just trying to run from the Valley of Trials to Mulgore. You can go look. Thank you. The quality is really poor. Thank you. Your name is really long and takes up the whole chat every time you talk. Did I miss something? I thought Nostalrius has shut it down. How come you were playing Nostalrius PvE? So Nostalrius was shut down, but it's no longer shut down. It was reactivated about 2 weeks ago by a different group of people. The Nostalrius team gave their code away to this new group of people. They're located in Europe somewhere, I think France, I want to say. But they restarted the whole server. They're both back up. They had some issues at first, but they're pretty stable now, as you can see. I mean, I'm not having much issue with it. Everything is running pretty well. Not getting any lag at all. And they are starting up a fresh server January 7th. So we're here. Farwatch post, that gets us another 65 XP. Just another thing to write down. Okay. And we are about halfway to level 3 at this point. I think there is a quest here to run something to the Crossroads, but I am hopelessly below level to be able to participate in that. So we're just looking for any discoveries we can make from here to the Crossroads, because that's where we're going. Realistically, guys, I'm hoping I can get to level 4 doing this, but if I can only get to level 3, that would probably still be okay. I'd still be able to kill probably level 5 and 6 mobs in Mulgore. It'd be hard. They'll be higher level than me, but getting ahead of that initial group of players is everything. How's it going, Night Goblin Shaman? I had an excellent holiday, and I hope you did as well. I think this might give me a discovery. Potentially, maybe not. Just checking it out, though. Stream in 720p. I probably need to. I'm not sure how to do that in the settings, but I probably should. We're gonna avoid this raptor that's coming to kill us. We'll send our pet against it. And I'm dead. Yeah, for this stream here, and we spawn all the way in Ratchet. That is horrible. For this stream here, I'm just gonna stream it in whatever poor quality it is, but in the future, I will try to adjust that. I'm pretty sure it's in the options somewhere. I just hit the wrong thing, or I didn't change the setting. I've only been doing this for 2 weeks, you guys, so I started off knowing nothing, and now I know very little. So I'm still building up my knowledge. Are you sitting on the floor? No, I am sitting on my bed. I am not destitute, so I don't have to play from the floor. Yeah, the quality is poop, I know. Stream quality on my end looks good. Well, that's good, if it does. I'd like it to be high quality, though, so... I'm probably just gonna stream, you know, my little journey here across to Mulgore. It might be like 45 more minutes or so. And then I will probably stream a different game. At that point in time, I will try to fix the stream quality. I'm actually glad you guys are telling me this, by the way, because... if something needs fixed, I gotta fix it. But if you guys are just stopping by here for the first time, brand new channel. I'm gonna be doing a lot of vanilla WoW content on the channel coming January 7th when Elysium stops up, launches, whatever you want to say. And I hope you guys would come back if you like it. It's new, it's not flashy, there's not a lot of bells and whistles. I don't know how to edit the scenes to do swirlies and make bells ring, but hey, it is what it is. It'll be a pretty good channel, I think. Alright, so we're going to avoid the raptor that killed us in 2 hits. We will summon our imp again when I get my mana back. Needs more bells and whistles. I'm working on it. Found it. Search for World of Will channel. His top 10 leveling tips. It is the 2nd tip. Okay, I will check that out after this. Thank you very much, Ryan. Maybe he runs down the coast to get to Gadgetzan? Or Ratchet, whatever you want to call it. I guess that would make sense. Especially cowbells. Well, if you bear with me, if you stick with the channel, come hang out with me in live streams, I promise you we will have cowbells at some point in time. I will make it happen, but you just have to give me some time to figure out how to do that. So we're coming up on the gray area here, most likely going to make some discoveries. We are trying to avoid getting one-shotted. There is a secret place to exit the starting zone, then swim, yes. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that, Ryan. I don't know if you watched the beginning of the stream when I started streaming, but discovered Graldam Farm. I didn't have to do anything to discover that. That's awesome. Maybe if I go closer to this area, I'll make a discovery. I don't know if you watched the stream from the start, but the shitty thing is... oh, there we go. Thornhill. There's more XP. Because I am a warlock, I have to do the Vile Familiars quest before I can leave Valley of Trials. Or I don't get my pet. I don't get my imp. And it's kind of important that I do get my imp before I go to Mulgore, because I don't think Mulgore has any kind of warlock trainers. And after I get the imp, I don't think I need a warlock trainer really, again, until level 10. To do a warlock-specific class quest. That'd be the Voidwalker quest. So there are level 14 warriors slaying mobs here. That won't be happening on the fresh start. That cave in Thunder Bluff might have one, the one with the undead in it. That's a good thing to check, because if I have to get spell ranks, I would have to go there to train my spell ranks. Which literally, like, so that's an inconvenience, right? If I would have to go to Thunder Bluff to train my spell ranks. But just the mass amount of people that are going to be in Durotar, I've looked at statistics, and it's estimated that like 40% of the horde is going to be undead, like 30% of the horde is going to be orc, then you have like 10% troll, 10% tauren. So you're talking 40% of the horde is going to be in Tirisfal Glades, then you're going to have 40% of the horde in Durotar, or 50%, my math is awful, something like that, but only 10% is going to be in Mulgore. So this area is going to be so much less contested. There we go, we discovered the crossroads there. It's a shame that they're putting quests on the map and stuff. I was hoping for truly vanilla. MGK, it is an add-on, it's questy. It's questy. You don't have to run that if you don't want to. I just loaded it up for convenience. It's actually the only add-on that I have right now. And actually, so we got the Crossroads flight path there. We're about 2/3 of the way to level 3. Actually, I was reading somewhere that people were complaining that questy stops working at a certain point. Like around level 30, the quest functionality isn't very good for it. That's the only add-on I ran for this, was questy. I could have done without it, but I don't know why I just decided to turn it on. He just runs to Thunder Bluff at level 1, gets all the FPs, then Hearths. However, I haven't played a lock, though. Yeah, so Ryan, my goal, my specific goal for this, I guess, custom path, you can say, I wanted to get to at least level 3 or 4, because when I arrive in Mulgore, I'm going to be questing out the zone, but I don't want to do any quests in this little starting hub. I want to skip the starting hub because it's going to be so overrun with players. I want to jump right to this, like, second newbie town, whatever it's called. Camp something something, I'm sure, I don't know. So as we go, we might can discover Wailing Caverns here. I think if I hug this mountain, I can get a discovery. See, the weird thing is there are lots and lots of guides, and there's lots of science out there. What is the fastest way to level? Should you run dungeons with your friends? Most people say no, because questing has been proven to give you better XP, right? But the thing is, if I go into a dungeon with my friends, there's no competition for those mobs. There's no competition for tagging those mobs and getting that EXP. If there's, 15,000 players in starting areas, the math, all the math that all these people, tinkered over, well, E to MC square third says that it's not very smart to do dungeons. Well, can you say that if you can't tag any mobs in the open world? New servers require mad skill to level. Yep. And that's where I think a lot of people are going to go wrong. A lot of people have something called Joanna's Guide, which teaches you how to get from level 1 to 60 really quick. She got like or he, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, but they got from 1 to 60 in record time of like 4 days played, and now the guide is very available to everyone. But if you have hundreds of people using the same guide, it's competition for those kills. That's not going to be the fastest way. It's only the fastest way if you're the only one doing it. So, I haven't discovered Wailing Caverns, so maybe I will not do this on live, because this is awful. And if I drop down there, I'm probably going to die, so yeah, we're not going to do this. That's scrapped. That is scrapped. The idea is to die as least amount of times as possible. And this is not worth the 55 EXP to come out here. If you guys are just watching, hello. Nice to see you on the channel. I am doing a practice run for when Elysium comes out on the 7th. I plan to immediately leave Valley of Trials and go to Mulgore, and I will be leveling up in Mulgore, where there will be about 5 times less players. You are on the right path. The area after the Torn start zone will be the best. Yes, absolutely, that's what I think. It seems like this has taken me a lot of time to do this, but you have to remember I died 2 times like a moron to vile familiars, and also I'm veering off the path, just trying to see where I can poke and prod to get some exploration XP. I may only be level 3 by the time I get there, but we'll check the level of the quests in that village, and we'll see if they're like level 4 or level 5. That would be awesome, because I'll be able to do them.
What do you need?
Trying to get any kind of exploration points that we can as we go down the road here. I have the chat covered up with my webcam, so you guys aren't able to watch this chat that people have about being gay and transgender. It's a very riveting conversation. The chat is moving a mile a minute. Everyone has very strong opinions on it. This is crazy. We're just gonna see how close I have to get. I think this is Stagnant Oasis or Verdant Oasis. Something an oasis. See if I can get some exploration points without pulling at Stagnant Oasis. Okay, so I didn't have to go very far to pull that one off. I could have taken the road to Ratchet and gotten a flight point there. I didn't. Maybe that could be improved later on. See, Ryan, the only reason why I see what you're saying about you can leave the starting area and swim across the river to come here, but then I won't be able to do that delivery to Razor Hill, and that gives 100 EXP. Not to mention the exploration EXP along the way was pretty good. So we're back on the road here. There's this whole area over here that's not explored. There's also Camp Tarajo that we're coming up on. I think it has a flight path. We're going to want to get it. Inferno Blitz says, what did I miss? You have missed a lot of running. That's about it. There is a level Skull Plane Strider here that would love to kill me in 1 hit. Yeah, we cannot go too far from the street because these Plane Striders will kill me in 1 hit. So we'll just stay on the path for now. But any points of interest that I see, I will veer off the path and try to nag the XP. In his video, he isn't preparing for a new launch, just a really great tip for making an orc. Exactly. And you know, the easiest thing to do would be to roll a Tauren if you're going to play on Horde, or if you're going to play on Alliance. I think Gnome is the easiest starting class, just because nobody picks them, so it'll be a lot easier to compete for mobs in those starting areas. But the thing is, I don't want to pick Tauren because I don't want to play Tauren. I don't want to pick Tauren to have an easy 1 hour of play and then regret my decision for 2 years, you know, playing a Tauren for 2 years because I wanted to get out of a starting area. That's not really smart. I want to be an orc. I'm going to be an orc. That's my choice. But I will not level in the orc starting area. So here's Mankirk's wife, I'm pretty sure. But I don't get any kind of... And I'm going to be dead to this thing. We'll send the imp after it. Maybe I can get away from it. Hopefully. Boy, this thing moves quick. Storm Snout. R.I.P. I'm gonna be dead here. My imp could land a fireball, I might live. But it's not looking probable. Yeah, I'm dead. I should res at Camp Tarajo. Yep, Southern Barrens. It's not too far to run. I would not be going off-road like that if I had known that I wasn't going to get any XP for discoveries. It's looking like level 3, though. It's really looking like I'll only be able to get to level 3 doing this. So I get 1 level initially for completing Vile Familiars, and then I'll get another level just out of discoveries, and res sickness doesn't affect you before level 10, thankfully. I should get another level just from this travel. It's not going to be level 4 like I had wanted it to be, but I still might be able to make it work. I just have to check the level of these quests once we get in Mulgore. If they're like level 5 quests and I'm level 3, we can make it work. I could even grind mobs for a level to level up if that's the case. People were saying, when Nostalrius came back up for the first time, people were saying that it was taking them like 8 hours to get to level 8. And that's crazy. Maybe I can get a discovery over here. There's no mobs, except for these storm snouts. Summon the imp again, just in case. He can't land spells worth shit against these guys, though. Okay. So, it's not looking good. We'll get a little brave here and peek in. No discovery. Let's get out of here. We can check this Razor Main camp over here. Maybe we can pull a discovery from that. Storm Snout aggroed my pet. Thankfully not me. Yeah, there's that hyena. Also, an interesting thing that you guys may not know before. Anything with starving in its name, so like starving hyena, starving whatever, if it has starving in the name, the aggro radius is actually larger. Do you know about db.vanillagaming.org? No, I do not. What is it? So we just got Camp Tarajo, 65 XP. We didn't get any discoveries in the central area, but that's okay. We should pick up the flight path while we're here, over here. It is going to be a convenience in the future, so you might say, oh, I've wasted all this time to do this path. Well, partially, but I've also gotten these flight paths. And these flight paths are going to be useful later on. I can instantly go to Crossroads, I can instantly go to Camp Tarajo. It'll be worthwhile. Alright, so we're coming into Mulgore. I'm just over 75% of the way to level 3. Peep it, it is the Wowhead database for vanilla. Well, thank you, Ryan C. I appreciate you showing me that. Appreciate you telling me about that. Hello, everybody. If you just joining in, hello. I am just messing around. I'm experimenting on the Nostalrius PvE for an alternate leveling route for Elysium on January 7th for being an orc and going to Mulgore to avoid the massive swarm of people that are going to be in Durotar. So we're coming in. We are once again just looking for things I can explore, and these should be, well, they're level 9. They're not that low of level. Any of these things will probably still 1 or 2 shot me. The Rolling Plains, 65 XP. It looks like a freebie discovery. Stick to the road. to avoid these coyotes. The plane striders are neutral. They're not going to aggro me. There might be a discovery to the north here, but I'm worried about this yeah, these coyotes will kill me. This area here, I think, is the village that I'm trying to end up at, but I'm not quite level 3 yet. I think if I had like 2 or 3 more discoveries, I would be level 3. I'll get 1 discovery for winding up at the village, but that's not going to be enough. See if I veer to the north towards this little stone hedge thing. Maybe we'll get some XP for that. Coyotes everywhere, though. It's not gonna happen. It's too risky. I don't wanna waste time to run back. Nope, too risky. We'll just head directly into the village. So we are only level 2 right now. I could have optimized things better. First of all, I could have explored Ratchet here, which provides another valuable flight path that I will be using later on, and that would have given me 55 or 65 XP. That might have been a good idea to do. Might can explore this little gray area down here. We're getting to the point that these mobs are not going to be too powerful. They should be like level 5 or 6. Oh, there's a level 12. Okay, Winterhoof water well. There's 55 XP. So I only need 80 more. Only need 80 more to be level 3. And this is Bloodhoof Village. Questy says that these missions will be level 6 in Bloodhoof Village. Or at least that one right there. So I am just shy of being level 3. I'm 1 exploration short of being level 3. If I had explored 1 more area, I would be coming here as level 3 to pick up... It looks like this is the only quest available to me.
Greetings. Walk with the earth.
It's a kill quest for level 6. Sharing the land. Which is interesting. Let's track it. Pale Mane Tanners. Pale Mane Poachers. Pale Mane Skinners need to be killed. But if I just walk over to this area, I should become level 3. Yeah, Ratchet. Yep, that's the spot that I missed. And it's worthwhile to discover because I would have gotten the flight point. So, let's go see what level these mobs are. Questy says the quest is level 6, but that doesn't necessarily mean the mobs will be level 6. It'd be really nice if they were level 5, to be honest. I can deal with level 5s at level 3 pretty easily. Level 6s at level 3 might be a different story. With the imp, it won't be too bad, though. We're trying to avoid these hostile enemies that are 5 levels above us, because that will be a problem. That guy aggroed from a mile away. Holy crap. I'm gonna be dead here. Well, if I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna run in as far as I can go. Oh, might make it out. So we are pulling in on where Questy says Pale Mane Poachers will be. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's the truth. But we're pulling in on that area right now. And I can also grind out a level if I have to. I mean, that might not be ideal. That might not be as good as questing. But if I have to, I can grind out a level here, find some obscure pack of mobs that are all like level 5. I'll be level 3. Won't be too big of a deal. So this isn't where I'm supposed to go. Pale Mane Poachers. Where are the Pale Mane Poachers? There we go. Discovered Pale Mane Rock, 45 XP. Let's mess around and attack some of these level 3s. See just how badly I get wrecked by a level 3 wolf. Resist, that's gonna happen quite a bit. I mean, it's not that bad. You guys see this, it's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal for me to be level 3 fighting these level 6 mobs. I mean, okay, so my pet went I went but the imp is tanking. Gonna get lots of spell resist, whatever, I don't care. Wow, lots of spell resist. But 3 levels above doesn't seem to be the end of the world. And now I'm getting 69 XP. I could kill 15 or 20 of these things and level up to level 4. And at that point I'd be, you know, still below the level of these quests, but able to function at the very least in this area that I'm in. The XP will be good too. Yep, exactly. Let's put this guy on defense. Help me out. Lots of resist due to their level. If I was level 4, it wouldn't be this bad. Oh, beat up. Might die to a Pale Mane Tanner here, folks. No, we'll make it up. Or not. So, difficult but manageable, I guess. Maybe I will come down to this area and see if there's some mobs that are less than level 6 I could grind on. Because I'm going to be level 3. We've established that. Coming into Bloodhoof Village, I'm level 3. Let's see if there's maybe some level 4, level 5 mobs outside of the starting area, because we don't want to step foot in the starting area. That's just a bad idea. The spells just resist too much against a mob 3 levels higher than me. In level 3, I don't have much I can do besides spam Shadow Bolt. I could have used my Blood Fury, but it has a 2-minute cooldown. Okay. So, let's pull out the Imp. Let's get out of here, if we can, without dying. Okay. This Plane Strider is not going to kill me, so we'll go this way. So I don't want to go... Well, maybe there's a delivery quest over here to run to Bloodhoof Village. Although I think it would only give about 100 XP, so at this point it's not really worthwhile. At this point, once I'm here, I can kill mobs. 2 mobs gives me over 100 XP. The delivery quest was nice when we were level 2, level 1, but... I think everything's gonna be like level 6 or plus out here. I have a coyote coming to kill me now. Great. See if we can run it off. We should be able to unless I get dazed. Yep. Okay, let's get the imp back out. And I am gonna check... Well, I'm gonna check this area down here. this little strip of land right here. It's telling me that there's Pale Man Tanners, which is what I need to complete this quest anyways down here. Nope, it's looking like... Oh, here we go. Now there's level 5 wolves out here. Level 5, level 5, level 7. I mean, I can kill level 6. I just need to be really careful when I do it. I'm off to go stream, Mr. Goon. Don't forget to check out dbvanillagaming.org in the World of Will. I absolutely will, Ryan. Thank you so much for stopping by. Any kills you can get as you run through the starting zone would help. That's very true. That's very true. And we come to this area. These swoops are level 6. Like I said, we've just shown that I can kill a level 6 at level 3, but just have to be careful about it. And it looks like down here, south of Bloodhoot Village, everything is a level 5 or level 6 mix. And I can comfortably kill level 5s, just level 6s are questionable. What happened to my game sound? I don't know why my game audio cut out. That's not good. So here... Yeah, look at how camped these guys are, and they're level 7. That's a rare spawn, level 9. Snaggle Spear, level 6. But see, some of these Tanners are level 5. Some of them are level 6. These wolves are level 5. As I go even further to the east... Let's see... Even further to the east, level 6 wolves. Here. Let's kill one of these level 6 wolves. He's about to aggro me regardless, so... Drink real quick. Send the pet out. Yeah, see, it's just a matter of my spells resisting or not, because when they don't, this guy goes down so quick. I mean, look at him. This guy just got wrecked by level 3. So it's going to be kind of a crapshoot of whether or not they resist like 4 spells in a row. I got a bag. That'd be nice on retail or Elysium. But, so I'm pretty sure this is the route that I'm going to take, guys. I think the only thing I need to find out from here is where I can do training for warlock spells in Mulgore. I looked that up. I'm sure I'll have an answer pretty soon, but I'm pretty sure this is the route I'm going to take. So out of the Valley of Trials, exploring as I go up to Razor Hill, coming across into the Barrens, getting the Crossroads flight path. We're going to get the Ratchet flight path, come down, get Camp Tarajo, and we're here in Bloodhoof Village. It's going to be rough going for the first, I don't know, hour or so, because I'm going to be a few levels underneath these mobs. But I should be able to find a nice quiet spot where I can grind out at least 1, if not 2 levels. And that will put me on par of where I need to be getting more quests done. So guys, I am going to cut off the stream, but only momentarily, just because I'm going to switch to a different game. So if you guys want to come hang out with me on a different game, just look for the stream. It will be up shortly. And if you guys like watching this, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do. I'd love to have you here with me. We're going to be doing lots of vanilla WoW content coming January 7th when the Elysium server comes out. Take care, guys. I'll see you pretty soon. Your room is lit. It's a pretty nice room. What can I say? So if you guys just hang tight, there'll be a new stream up very soon.